Hey guys, and welcome to the Farm and Pastor's Wife. Today I thought we would just make a quick, easy snack when you get the munchies and you just want something to munch on and it has to be quick. So stay tuned. That's what we're making today. This recipe, or it's really not a recipe, this snack was sent to me by a dear friend of mine in our church who not only sent me this idea, she made a video of how she fixed it for me, which was amazing because I'm such a visual person anyway. I'd much rather watch somebody fix something than to read a recipe. But so I was so thankful. And let me just go ahead and tell you, and let me tell you her name is Bethany. And I could not do this weight loss thing if it was not for my church family, my family, and my friends who are sending me advice, who are sending me ideas, who are sending me recipes, who are bringing me things that they've made. We went to eat with friends of ours. I didn't even know they knew I was on a diet or a different life way of eating. I didn't know that they even knew. And when we got there, I had already prepared my mind that I would just portion control, that I would eat whatever she had and I would just portion control. But when we got there, she had totally fixed a carb-free supper, and it was delicious, and I was blown away that they would do that for me. And so let me just say, support your friends that are on this journey because they need it. So let's get started making this recipe or this snack. Okay guys, so let me just say, I don't know everything there is to know about keto, diets, any of these diets. I'm not a wealth of knowledge on because I have kept away from those things. But somebody sent me this snack and they tell me it's healthy. But let me just go ahead and tell you that I was raised in the day and time when you needed to eat low fat, where high fat things were considered unhealthy. So it's really hard for me to get my mind wrapped around eating more fatty things. And I know that it only works when you're not eating the carbs. So I thought I would show you this quick and easy snack that they tell me is healthy. Please don't say that I'm saying it's healthy. Because I really have no idea. And that's where I'm struggling. Like I don't want to be putting myself backwards believing that things are healthy and they're not. So anyway, I'm going to try it just because it looks delicious. And they tell me it's healthy, so I'm going to pray the Lord has, in case it's not, He'll take into account my ignorance. It don't work that way, y'all. Okay, so what I'm doing is I have some in slices cheddar cheese, and I also have some slices of pepper jack. And and I'm just folding them. I'm not taking the time to cut them. I'm just actually folding them. And let me spray my pan. We don't want no stickage, although I don't think there will be. Okay, so I've just folded each slice into fourths and I'm laying them out here on my pan. My lovely seasoned pan. And I'm just doing the cheddar right now. But we are going to add the pepper jack. I'm just going to lay the pepper jack right on top. See, I'm just cutting it in fourths. And I'm just going to lay that right on top of the cheddar. And so we're about to see how delicious this is going to be. Just laying it right on top. And I've got my oven preheating to 400. Okay, guys, that's all there is to the prep. All there is to the prep. Spray your pan. Slice your cheese. You can cut it with a knife if you're particular and want it all pretty. Just not that way. So, anyway, I have lost 5 pounds, but now this morning I did get up and I had a couple ounce gainage. But yesterday it wasn't water I increased, because if you've been following me on Facebook, you know I'm struggling drinking water because I just don't like water. But it wasn't water that I increased, but I'm counting it as water because it was basically water with lemon juice and some Splenda. So I know Splenda, I know that y'all are going to tell me Splenda is bad for you too, and I know that. But I'm leaving sugar, going down to Splenda, and then once I get there, then I'll leave and go to whatever's next. I am trying some monk fruit sweetener, some erythritol and monk fruit, and I love that in my tea. Don't like it in lemonade. So, anyway, so I drank over 100 ounces of that lemonade yesterday. And so I'm thinking that may be why I had a few ounces gainage, just because I was hydrated. And I haven't been hydrated in days. And I think that's a lot of where my weight loss has been, is dehydration. Because I've stopped my sodas that I was drinking around the clock, and then only drinking with a meal and not getting waters in. So I cut way down on my hydration, only because I don't like water. And soda is the only thing I can really drink when I'm not eating anything. So, and I gave those up. So I don't feel bad about my few ounces of gainage, because I really do feel like that was a hydration issue. So let me just wait for my oven to get to 400. We'll stick it in and I'll bring you back in just a little bit. Okay guys, the oven's ready. It's going in at 400 degrees.
Hey guys.
We're both still trying to get our minds wrapped around, because it's been ingrained in us for years. Low fat, low fat, low fat. And so this is a whole new way of thinking, and it's a mind thing. It's a mind thing. So, all right, I'm going to set the timer for 5 minutes. I'm going to start watching it at 5 minutes. It may take longer, and I'll let you know all that when we come back. Okay, guys, I left him in there for about 7 minutes. They have run together just a little bit, so I overcrowded my pan. So don't overcrowd your pan. I'm just taking a knife and kind of knifing my spatula while they're cooling just a little bit. I don't want them to cool much because I'm going to stick it back in the oven. But I wanted to separate them a little bit. And so that's what I'm doing real quick before I flip them. I'm going to flip them. And I don't have a very wide spatula. All my spatulas are in the dishwasher, which is running. So So I'm just going to go under here, flip them over. It's best to let them cool just a little bit. They're easier to handle. And you just flip them right over. They smell heavenly. They are not cold by any means. That one was kind of hot. But you want them to cool just, I mean, they've only been out for maybe a minute and I started separating them. So, all right, I'm going to go back in the oven for just a few minutes to let them finish off on the other side. So, 7 minutes at 400 on side one. Take them out, let them sit out for just a minute. Maybe if you have to separate them a little bit, go ahead and do that during that minute time. And then flip them back in, and I'll bring you back and tell you how long that took. Okay guys, it's smelling some kind of good in here. Smells like cheese. Okay, so that was about 4 minutes on that side. So I did about 7 minutes on the first side, got them out, separated them, flipped them, 4 more minutes on the other side. So now I'm going to move them over to some paper towels just to let the grease drain off a little bit. I'm sure if you let them sit in that grease, they would continue to get soggy and not get crispy. This one right here is going to be mine. It's going to be mine. So, I'm totally sold on the fact of no sugar and bread, or not no sugar and bread, but you know, cutting back on your carbs is healthy. It's just hard for me to unlearn all the things about fat. Oh, y'all look, that looks so pretty. So these, if you caught them while they were warm, are moldable. You could mold them into like a taco shell and have a cheese taco shell.
Malleable.
Malleable. He corrected me. Did y'all hear that? You could mold them into a taco shell. You could roll them up, put stuff in it, and roll them up. I've seen that on Pinterest where they've filled them with like buffalo chicken and rolled them up and had like a buffalo chicken roll. So you can do all sorts of things with this. I got these done because I wanted them to be crunchy. I wanted them to be like a chip almost, to satisfy that crunch or that savory, crispy desire. So, all right, let's let them cool just a minute before I try them for you. Okay guys, are you ready to try them? I wish you were here. I wish you were in my kitchen and you could try them with me. Hey, Bryant, you want to come try one? I better get mine before he gets in here so he don't get it. This is the one I wanted.
What is it?
It's a keto-friendly snack. No, you can't have mine. You can get you one.
That means hers must be crispy or
Mine's
done.
crispy.
I'll do a small one.
That's just pepper jack. This is cheddar and pepper jack.
What is all the rest of them?
These two small ones are pepper jack. That's got both.
Okay, you ready?
Yep. Can you hear the crunch?
It's crunchy.
Mmm.
And it's cheesy.
It's good. You like it? I think Joby likes it.
It's good.
You don't like it? I like it.
It's good. It's good. It's real good.
Well, what's the issue? I love it.
There's no issue. It's good. I like just the pepper jack better.
Oh. Too sharp.
For me.
And that's a good point. You can do this with any kind of cheese you want. Parmesan. Any kind of cheese you want. I happen to like the cheddar and pepper jack. He likes just the pepper jack.
Really good.
So, there's you a good keto-friendly snack. That can take the place of a potato chip or a cracker.
What about peanut butter?
Peanut butter is his weakness.
That's my weakness.
So, anyway, thank you guys for watching The Farming Pastor's Wife. Try you some of these. They are delicious. And Monday, oh, let me tell you. Here, let's stop. Let's talk a minute. Monday, you want to tune in. I'm going to have an awesome video Monday. Caroline and I are going to be making freezer meals for her when she has the baby and comes home and doesn't feel like cooking because she's having a C-section. So we're making freezer meals, and we're making them two ways because I'm going to make me some for here, and I'm going to make mine in a healthy version and hers in my traditional version. So you're going to get both. You're going to get healthy and traditional all in one video. And I'm sure I can't video everything we make, but I know we're going to do a meatloaf. We're going to do a chicken casserole. She has one in particular that she wants to do. So it's going to be a great video, and you are not going to want to miss it. So y'all stay tuned for Monday. Guess what else? We're getting close to 2,000 subscribers, which will be our next giveaway at 2,000 subscribers. So share, tell your friends, tell everybody. And when we reach 2,000, we will have another giveaway. Also, don't forget that I have a post office box. If you want to send me those healthy recipes, if you want to send me those low carb recipes or snacks, that's what I'm in need of, is snacks. Sweet and savory snacks. Like, this is going to be perfect, but I can't always put cheese on I may not always even have cheese. So this is good. But send those to my post office box. It's down in the description below. But it's P.O. Box 4574, Asheboro, North Carolina 27204. Go to my Facebook page, Farming Pastor's Wife Facebook page. I do a healthy lifestyle update. Everything that's going on with me health-wise. I'm going to have surgery coming up. I talk about my change in eating habits. And I talk about my successes. I talk about my failures. I talk about my struggles. I talk about what I'm not doing right, what I am doing right. I talk about products I find that I like, that taste good, and they're not sponsored by any means. So, y'all be sure to go to my Facebook page, like it, follow me there, follow me here on YouTube, subscribe. Once we reach 2,000, we'll have another giveaway. And I just love you guys so much. Be sure to like my, give me a thumbs up and comment and let me know. Talk to me. I don't always respond. Let me tell you that. I am terrible at responding as far as commenting back. I'm terrible. But I always try to give it a heart, and I always read them. I read every comment personally myself that comes through. And I appreciate it, and I love you guys more than you know. I don't always have the time. Sometimes I'm reading it on the tractor, or sometimes I'm reading the comments as I'm going from chicken house to chicken house, or sometimes I'm reading the comments when we're en route to church, and I don't always get to respond back. But I want you to know I always read your comments, and I appreciate them so very much, and I appreciate all your ideas. And so anyway, thank you guys for watching The Farming Pastor's Wife. Remember, if the grease is hot enough, you can fry anything, or if the oven's hot enough, you can bake it. Thank you for watching. Love you guys. Bye-bye.